You know, the thing about climbing the mountain, it's not about getting to the top. It's about the journey that matters the most, the actual climb.
I didn't compel you to follow. You chose this. You can turn back at any time. Yet, you remain. Is the thirst of your curiosity unquenchable? Or have you convinced yourself there's meaning in what you see?
Hello there! Hi!
Hey y'all, let's talk about some wrestling, shall we? Because today we're talking about WWE 2K25, and they just brought the Wyatt Sicks to the island, which is awesome, and a brand new story that you need to see to believe. So what we're going to do today is huge spoiler alert. We are going over everything you're getting because I feel like that this should not be locked behind the island, that every wrestling fan and every wrestling game fan should see this story. So we're going to go through step by step everything that they added to the Wyatts in the island.
Right now on BeachBurnBob.
This is, of course, BeachBytes, and I'm BeachBurnBob, and we cover wrestling video games, and we do things way different around here. So if you're into that sort of thing, hit the subscribe button so you never miss out. And they added the Wyatt Sicks to the island in a brand new story, which is pretty cool. Not only is this story all fully voiced by Uncle Howdy himself, but they also use cut content from WWE 2K22 My Rise for Bray Wyatt. It's really cool that this stuff is in the game. And so we're going to break down everything that happens in the island. So even if you don't have it and you don't play it and you don't care about the island, or you can't play it because you're on a different console, you need to see this. And so I have compiled everything together to take you on a journey. When you first load up the island, you are given a new message, and it's not Roman Reigns this time. It is actually Uncle Howdy.
Which one are you? Seek the truth, and it will find you.
After this message, then you are tasked to go find the Wyatt cabin, which that's interesting. As you make your way to the graveyard, the gates that have been closed for the entirety of the game now open, and it warps you into the Wyatt cabin. This cabin is filled with Easter eggs. There is several things from every era of Bray Wyatt in here, and I think it's absolutely amazing the attention to detail that they gave us, from the TV to the buzzards to the signs and the mask. All of it's here. His rocking chair rocks, the fireplace crackles, and it's really cool. You're met with a little note right here. And in this note, it tells you that you need to talk to this guy right here. Of course, it is Joe Gacy. And Joe Gacy is asking you, do you see it? Do you want to see it? Well, what does this lead to? Well, it is the island, so it leads you to a one-on-one match with Joe Gacy. Now, these Wyatts in the island are completely overpowered, so they will be a little bit of a challenge for you. But once you beat Joe Gacy, you are now met with this.
Every decision brings forth a consequence. It is fate. It is inevitable. You've heard it too? Whispers that scream like 1,000 voices.
Extinguish our light. Yowie wowie!
You've seen the shadows. Do you believe they gazed upon you as well? A shadow cannot exist without light. A shadow implies existence. It implies. Do you see it yet? Soon, you will.
So we beat Joe Gacy and the plot thickens. So now we are going to talk to Dexter Lumis and Nikki Cross. That's right. Once we go through and we're going to talk to them, and they're still trying to let us see what we need to see. And so here we go. We go into a match, and this is not your average 1-on-2 tag that we've seen in the island. This is a straight up 2-on-1 handicap match. First time we've got one of those. And it is quite challenging because they work really well together, and the last few patches have streamlined gameplay, so it actually makes this enjoyable and frustrating at the same time, which I'm okay with because you are going through the Wyatt Sicks story. Why not? But let's go here where we go ahead and we beat them. We have beaten Nikki Cross and we've beaten Dexter Lumis. So now what happens?
I didn't compel you to follow. You chose this. You can turn back at any time. Yet, you remain. Is the thirst of your curiosity unquenchable? Or have you convinced yourself there's meaning in what you see?
Hello there! Hi!
You've allowed yourself to believe, haven't you? In this island, in restoration, in the impossible.
Trying to extinguish our light.
Have the scales fallen from your eyes? Do you finally see?
After another heavy howdy message, see what I did there? We now have to go to the oldest of Bray Wyatt's friends, the original of the Wyatt family, Eric Rowan. And going through Eric Rowan, we must now defeat him in a match. At least this one is a 1-on-1 match. However, he of course is still overpowered. After a little bit of time, you are able to go ahead and conquer Eric Rowan. But then guess what? I bet you know what's going to happen next. Yes, that's right. We're getting another message from Uncle Howdy.
Hello there! Hi! We have a new puppet here today. track.
Do you believe what you see? Can you accept what you know?
Yes. I see.
There you are. But do you know where we are? You found the truth, haven't you?
You already know the answer.
Tell me what you know.
To what end?
To know the truth means nothing if you don't accept it.
Don't worry, he's on the right track.
This isn't real. This is just a game.
Hello there. Hi.
Let me tell you a little secret. Let me tell you a little secret.
Trying to extinguish our light.
Trying to extinguish
Our light. Don't worry, he's on the right track. Yowie!
Wowie.
Yowie! Wowie!
Tell me more.
We play along as an escape. An escape to a world where loss doesn't triumph. Where the pain and suffering of existence is eased for just a moment. Just a moment. Where that which was left unfinished seems complete. But it's not real. None of this is real.
And how does that make you feel?
I saw the shadows as hope. Convinced the whispers were more than just an echo. But they're just remnants. Incomplete. Unfinished. Reminders of what will never be. A life left as abandoned as a video game cutscene on the cutting room floor.
And you?
Why did you bring us here? In search of something, someone that is no more.
This was never about finding him. This was about saving you.
And if I don't want to be saved, if I want to live here in the lie,
Be careful.
But now we're getting actually really deep. And if you've been paying attention to the story, it's actually becoming a beautiful thing. Once we do this, you know what the main boss is going to be here, is that we have to go against Uncle Howdy himself.
How do you define a person, Corey? Is their value in the memory we have of them and what they leave behind, or the physical body they walk the world in?
That's a little too philosophical for me, Cole, especially considering that Uncle Howdy's physical body is about to leave behind some marks on his opponent. Though I'm not sure if his true goal is defeating the opponent or protecting Bo Dallas.
Or if what Bo Dallas wants is truly what Bo Dallas needs.
Give him time, Cole.
Going through Uncle Howdy, of course, overpowered as always. If you are able to defeat him, you are left with this.
I know now what this truly is. But even an illusion can hold peace. I'd like to stay just a little bit longer. If that is what you wish, find your solace in what is left behind. Mourn. But this is not your end. The work must continue. It's what he would have wanted.
Cool. All right, and here we go.
Whenever I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. I have taught you well, little Firefly. I'm so proud of you. And you know what they say. If you love something so much that you want to squeeze it until it dies, do it if you have to, but try to let it go. Don't be sad. You'll always be my little Firefly, and I'll always watch out for you. You've done so much for me. Goodbye, for now. Okay, keep going.
The deepest story that I've seen in a long time, but that's not quite over yet. After this, you go through and you find a note at the table, and Uncle Howdy wants to remind us. And you have completed the Wyatt quest. Now, I know what you're asking. What are the rewards for doing this quest? Well, if you've been paying attention, like I said, the journey is the reward for the climb. The mountaintop doesn't actually matter. Enough craziness aside, you actually do get this hat for Uncle Howdy or for your created wrestler that you can use, and you get a Lily outfit that you can put on any wrestler. They are not editable though. I was really hoping that we would actually get an unlockable wrestler, a Bray, or give us Bo Dallas without the makeup. But going through this story, that was kind of reward enough for me. I don't need any bells and whistles added onto it. I wish it was longer. Seeing the cut content from Bray Wyatt, seeing that Howdy went all in on this, and it's like, is this canonical now? Is this part of Uncle Howdy's story? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, share this video with everybody, because not everyone has the ability to play the island, but everyone should have the ability to enjoy this story that Howdy laid out. That's why I made the video. So please comment down below and share this with everyone. Show YouTube that this video is worth watching. Not for me, but for the extra wrestling gamers out there, so they can see how cool of the story is. We always talk about the 2K games taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But man, when they put their heart into something and they put it all in, they actually did something really cool here. And if they would stay on this path and give us this kind of awesome content, the sky's the limit for how good WWE 2K games could actually become. Hopefully they just won't get in their own way and stop that from happening. But that's my thoughts on the Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, Wyatt Sicks storyline. What's left behind is something absolutely amazing, and that is the perfect quest name for this. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. But there are plenty of unlocks in WWE games that you don't need the island for. And for those videos, check those out right there. Also, if you hadn't played Alexa Bliss's story, that is part 1 of the Wyatt story. I highly suggest you go play it out. There's a full walkthrough right there. Remember, make life your beach. We'll see you on the next video.